Hi, I'm Megan, and I'm rereading the Twilight books to talk about what's fun, what's wild, and what's deeply problematic about them. Today we're continuing Chapter 8 of Twilight and Chapter 9 of Midnight Sun, both titled Port Angeles, and this is part 2 of 2 on these chapters. After Edward rescues Bella, they reconnect with Jessica and Angela. Bella tries to wink, and even Edward thinks it's weird. I'm dying imagining this awkward Bella attempting a wink and making everything 10 times more uncomfortable. But the girls eventually leave Bella with Edward, which is exactly what both of them want. They go to dinner, and the waitress immediately ignores Bella and focuses entirely on Edward, so we're continuing our streak of healthy female representation. Bella tells Edward that one of her strongest life skills is repressing unpleasant things, which, yeah, that actually tracks for her. While they eat, Edward continues warning her that he's too dangerous, and Bella continues ignoring him. She realizes his skin is freezing cold and his heart is stone, and he expects her to be revolted, but she is, of course, not. He also admits he's been straight up stalking her and followed her to Port Angeles. At least he realizes how unhinged this sounds. His inner monologue is basically just like, I just admitted to stalking her and she's smiling at me. Yeah, buddy, she's unwell. Bella admits to herself that she's terrified of him again for a moment, but then decides it's no big deal because she feels safe with him. Edward tells her he can read minds and that it was hard for him to leave those men alive. And sure, keeping people alive is good, but since this is fiction, Edward, no one is perfect. This whole chapter is really dark. Edward is a walking red flag, toxic, controlling, stalking her, gaslighting her throughout the book, and Bella is ignoring every warning sign. And Meyer seems to use this rescue scene to try to soften Edward, as if to say, sure, he wants to kill her sometimes, but at least he's not as bad as these guys. And while yes, that's technically true, we can still aim higher than not as bad as violent criminals. Also, just to wrap this up with a lighter tidbit, I think Bella has shivered approximately 4,000 times in this chapter alone, in case you were wondering. Let me know in the comments what verbs could we suggest to Stephanie to replace the word shiver, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Chapter 9.